Hello, welcome back to Red Turd Art. Today I have a super fun and simple paper wreath you can make for Halloween. If you love The Nightmare Before Christmas and you adore Jack Skellington, I can't even pronounce it, you know him, Jack. This is a super fab, thrifty and fun paper wreath to make for the Halloween season. This was inspired by a wonderful Christmas wreath by a lady called Crocotac. She's got an amazing YouTube channel and an amazing blog. Do check out her Christmas wreath. I thought it was fabulous and I wanted to have a go and make this Halloween version instead. So do check that out as well. Anyway, that was a big waffle. In the meantime, let's take a look and see how it's made. So we'll begin by cutting out a hole. Now I'm going to try and do this as neatly as possible so that I can reuse the center of the paper plate. Next, we're going to use some, we need to cut out some strips for the actual wreath. Now, I'm going to use oranges and blacks. I've got some old paper here that I want to recycle. So you don't always have to use brand new sheets, but you're going to use roughly the length of the sheet of paper, so the width, so I think that's 21 centimeters, and we're going to go to about 2.5 to 3 centimeters across. Now it's time to get them onto our wreath. So we'll take one at a time, use our glue stick, put glue all along and fold it over. We'll trim them later. And then alternate your colours. So as I want to keep the pattern going, I've stopped when it comes to the last three, and I'm basically going to just shuffle them along to make sure they actually fit. So when you've got three colours, you just need to make sure that, you know, you're kind of, before it sticks shut, that you kind of make sure they all fit in neatly. So I'm just going to quickly put them in before the glue dries. I'm going to just make sure I can make them all go around. I think it just works out. I've actually done 8 of each colour. Randomly, there was no real planning there, and it seems to have just done the trick. So look, this one's not very straight. I don't mind that this white one will overlap both because I'm going to put some of the decorations there later, so that's fine. And also I think in the grand scheme of things, people aren't going to notice. So yeah, last three, just evening them out a little bit so that it looks perfect fit. See, they're not all always exactly the same distance, but there you go. You have your basic wreath ready. Isn't that great? Now it's time to add a trim, and then we're going to decorate it with Jack Skellington. So like Crocotac's, I mean, I think you could leave it the way it is, but I do quite like that little triangular trim she added. I think that's a really nice detail. And it's relatively quick and easy, so we're going to go around and we're just going to take a little triangle out of each of the bits of paper, and then it's time to decorate. There you go, your basic wreath is done. Isn't that fabulous? Now I want to add a Jack Skellington at the bottom, and with his big tie and cat detail. So I'm going to use the inside of my paper plate. This side's slightly white, so I'm using that at the top. If your paper plate isn't white but cream, you can always use some white paper and stick it on. So I'm going to draw, just be brave, and draw what I think is a good sized Jack Skellington. Now the great thing about Jack is you don't have to have a perfect circle. So, you know, literally just have a go. And then put one big eye, another big eye. Might make them a bit bigger actually. I like eggs. Then he has a little kind of nose like this. And then the key with Jack Skellington is that big mouth that goes almost from either side, and then some nice lines. And if you want, you can make them a bit messy looking, just to make them look really special. Same with the smile. And there you have your Jack Skellington. I'm going to cut him out, and then we're going to have a go at his bow tie. Now we need the tie. So I haven't had a go at this yet, so let's have a look. Let's get a pencil. It needs to be quite a big tie, I think. So this is his head. Again, I'm using scraps pieces of paper. It needs to be quite long. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to, again, cut that out. And then need a little cat face. Okay, final details to add. Now, if you had a white pen, that'd be great, but I don't have a white pen, so I'm just going to use a bit of white paint to add the cat's eyes. You can also cut this out if you want to add a white paper. Happy with those, and I'm going to just basically glue it all together. Glue the cat to the front and stick it and then stick it all on here. Easy. My white paint's still drying a little bit, which is why I'm not touching it everywhere. There you go. Wow, I'm so impressed with that. Isn't that cute? And then finally, to hang it, I'm going to simply use some baker's twine. And I'm just gonna tie it to the top, loop it around, and hang it up. And that's my super simple paper wreath sorted for Halloween. Don't you think that's great? I think my daughter and my son are going to love it. Can't wait to put this on our front door. I think it will look awesome. Now remember, this was inspired by Crocotac, if I pronounced that correct, an amazing Christmas wreath. I will put it in the iCards. Please do check it out. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you like this Halloween wreath and you want to make a Christmas version, do check out her amazing channel and craft. And yeah, that's it. As per usual, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Above all, keep watching, keep making, and I'd love to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.